one collection. I promise you guys, one day we will release a collection, and there will be a fucking live timer that gets put out that goes down to the release of the collection, or like the release of the like video announcing the collection, and it'll just be a cryptic live stream of a like spotlight that has the logo on it being shot up onto like a Columbus building. I'm recording live from the Scheuneman Show, episode 112 on the 11th of July, exactly one day before the birth of some kid named Julian and the release of The Death of Slim Shady. We've got a couple of things to get into. Please stay and listen. But first, like, comment, and subscribe. We weren't laughing about a mysterious joke that the crowd doesn't get.
Oh, fuck. But it's okay. We'll make it fucking wild either way, you know?
All right. Well,
too busy being lit about this album.
Just to be clear and forthcoming, I recording this episode today, like leading up.
And just before you flushed his
fashionably late, but like even still, I was like, you know, I used to prepare a lot for these episodes. Like I would always have like talking. I mean, Marquise knows this. Like sometimes he would get here and we'd be ready to record, but I need to take an extra 30 minutes to write down
he has a whole
talking
book.
points. And then I filled the book.
Yeah.
And so I would like fill up 2 pages of like just notes for the podcast, so I would never get like, oh, what are we going to talk about kind of thing. I still do prepare for episodes. I take down notes as stuff happens to me throughout the week. I'll save stories, all that crap. But there are weeks where not much happens or not many notes get written down. But then I'm just like, in the past, I would have been like, shit, let me think of some stuff. Like I'll pull some shit out of my ass or think of a story.
Well, not even
I
that.
say.
This could be a segment to a whole new thing of us just pulling the book out and going to like whatever page and reading on and going on from there. You know, it could be
the book.
I know we didn't talk about every single thing in that book.
Oh, yeah. No, there's definitely some that got unturned. Like, or not turned over, some rocks left unturned.
But honestly, that would be a cool thing, you know, if we don't have much to talk about or in a field, and you know, like where we feel like we don't have anything to talk about for this episode, we could just pull the book out, flip to a random page, and go on, you know?
But, I mean, you saying that kind of is a nod to what I was, like, getting into is, like, I don't have like a bunch of planned stuff that I was ready to talk about like I usually do, but I don't get so nervous about that as I used to because I feel like inevitably, even if I have 2 things to talk about, we'll either be able to stretch that into something different or make that last long enough, or just naturally different things will come up, just like the idea you just had. So I wasn't too worried. And then the little amount of things that I did know we would bring up, I didn't know how long we'd end up talking about them. And then Matt ended up bringing something to my attention about said subject that will make this last a bit longer, that got me a little bit more excited to talk about it. And then also, I was talking about something I didn't even write down that happened to me over the week with Marquise. And so I don't know why I'm saying all this. I guess maybe to explain that if it seems
all over
odd
the place.
that I might, yeah, I guess. I don't know. But first,
Delightfully informal is what we're going for here.
Yeah, so I guess we'll start here because I'm ADHD and I have to get this said because I was talking about this before we turned everything on. I had said my birthday's tomorrow. Mm-hmm. This is the birthday I've thought about, planned for the absolute least for a number of reasons, but the reason I do bring it up is because, number one, it's like still insane to me. I mentioned this last week, but it's still insane to me. Like, I was just talking about how I always, like, my birthday is like the perfect day for shit to just be put out that's cool. Like, game updates, albums, movies. Like, I always get lucky with something.
Free game of the month is Borderlands 3. For
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I had to bring that out. It's cool, bro, for the game of the month, you know?
I mean, July I just feel like is banging for that kind of stuff. Bro. Like, not even just my birthday, because sometimes it'll be the week of or a couple days after, a couple days before. But, like, there's Long Legs with Nicolas Cage, which is, like, a really hyped-up horror movie. That drops tomorrow on my birthday. the Eminem album that's probably going to be like
Which is
one of
your
the best
fucking
albums.
favorite.
Literally my favorite artist is releasing probably
Can't wait to talk about that.
what is inevitably going to end up probably being
Yeah,
one of my
on
top
the
3
fucking
albums of
bird.
his.
That's sweet.
I'm guessing just based on the
Looks pretty
tracks he's
crazy.
released. And then also I bring up the fact that tomorrow's my birthday is because I was telling Marquise about I have a new bracelet now. I was given an early gift by an impatient girlfriend, but honestly, I'm pretty happy that I got it early because it's a really meaningful gift that, I guess people have been seeing me wear this bracelet, this little beaded bracelet, like literally every day. I'm not a huge bracelet guy, but ever since I found meanings to be wearing these things that like I've just put them on literally 24/7.
I've got me some I wear.
I used to like dabble with them, but then like inevitably I'd end up losing one or taking it off and it would never get back on. But both of these bracelets have important meaning to me. They're both for Cole kind of. So Cole made the beaded one, and I think that kind of gave my girlfriend the idea to get me another bracelet, probably a more longer lasting one. That
Was Cole into candies? Like at shows, did he collect a lot of bracelets and stuff?
Okay, so the story behind this beaded bracelet is actually kind of interesting because Cole had went to a just insane amount of raves in the last year or two of his life, like just in general, but he had hit it hard in the past couple of years. Like at one point he was going to 2 or 3 a week. And like
They're honestly, I mean, inexpensive and they're fun. They're usually, a dope spot, and
what it really feels like is like paying $10, $20 or free to like go to a party.
yeah.
Like it really just feels like a party.
Instead of like 150 for a concert,
Yeah.
you're getting a live audience and all that, or a live show and all that and stuff.
And it's also crazy that like the quantity of quality artists that are like having raves like every week in Columbus is actually insane.
Yeah.
So you're never going to be short of like shows to go to.
And the cool thing about a rave, though, it's not just one scene. Like, it's a whole different type of people, like scene and everything.
I mean, you'll run into all kinds of people there. And also, I remember when he would invite me to these raves, I would like go and I would start like, I'd usually be fucked up and I'd start thinking like, bro, like it would be cool.
Amen.
I mean, inevitably, as like a designer, you start being like, what kind of stuff would I do if I made like a collection inspired by like EDM or like rave gear and shit?
They
Because
make an out of this world type style, like
there's such a culture behind it.
yeah.
Like there's all like what you said earlier about like candies and shit, like the bracelets and the necklaces, the rings, the little like shit that they give out and stuff. Yeah. So you could make all kinds of different like little items that go with the collection, and then there's a whole style that goes with the clothes.
Bro, fucking that would be sweet, bro. Start throwing them out at raves, dude.
Yeah.
Like shooting pins.
So anyway,
Tracks.
me and Cole had planned to go to Hijinks for the second time, which we had like a whole 2-episode podcast thing about what happened the first time we went to Hijinks because it was absolutely insane. It's like this huge. Okay, I'm about to shut her up.
Dude,
But
that thing, it sounds like someone's dying.
literally, I don't know if
There
they
is
can hear it.
there
but
is a sweet, beautiful dog in the
it's
basement.
an evil, diabolical like.
I don't know if we could hear it.
She's a young husky and she's beautiful.
I'm trying to ignore it, but it's usually not this frequent. I
not-
think it's because we hyped her up. We went down and like said hi to her, and then she's like all gassed up.
It's not one of the ones that
to
says,
say
I
hi.
love you.
So we had planned to go to Hijinks for the second time, and he made these bracelets with his girlfriend to like when he was getting ready to go to the show. Like he made a bunch of like candies to pass out, and by the way, define candies. Because I have a loose understanding of
It's
it.
the term of the bracelet, so it's
Yeah, like shit like that.
a cool fancy bracelet that has either a word or design or something special on it. And what you do is at a rave, you're supposed to link up with someone basically, or someone else that has a candy. Or if not, they don't have to have a candy. You can just give them out. And there's a special thing where you're supposed to connect your hand and do this I haven't been to a rave in
Cole
a
told me
while.
this funny ass story about the first time somebody did that to him, and he was like off Molly or some shit.
Yeah, bro.
And like somebody walked up to him and just held this hand out, and it was like some beautiful girl, and he was like, "Hi," like he just like waved at her or something.
Yeah, so you're
and he
supposed
was
to
just
do-
like just gone, and he had no idea which. And then she like grabbed his hand, and he was like, like he was like, "What are you doing to me?" But so like
Yeah, but you switch. You just basically one hand to the other. You're supposed to switch candies and. Go about it, so
it's like the
keep
bracelet
passing.
swap kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
thing. Yeah, and it's like kind of like to start, like you can make friends that way, or just like start a conversation, or like.
Well, that's
you
what
know,
I was trying to
like,
say
here,
in the
take this
beginning.
bracelet that says penis on it.
Exactly. It's a whole different vibe, whole different scene. Everybody's one almost, when you're there,
Yeah.
like, if I can explain it best.
I always thought it was crazy because like some people at raves are like super peaceful, lovey-dovey, like kind people, and then Cole and I would also talk about this all the time. Like you'll also find like literal shitbag kind of people, like
Oh, yeah.
people who take advantage of the fact that people are like fucked up or like underdressed or like whatever. Like you'll just see these guys every now and then that are like seeking out like they'll just go from girl to girl to girl to girl to girl, just harassing them or asking for their number, like following them around. And we would see that shit all the time. It always made us sick. And then like in Philly at Hijinks, it got real bad because there were people that were just gone, like like sleeping on the floor, bunched up in the corner of the room, like literal zombies.
Dude, there's countless
And
times I've seen
sometimes you'd
people
see like guys just kind of pacing around them on the floor, just like looking at them and shit.
Makes you want to guard them almost and be like,
Yeah.
"Bro, you're fucking creep, bro."
We told a couple people to fuck off
Yeah,
because
like, bro.
it gets really weird, and so
Well, that's what I mean. It's a whole scene. Like, even people, like, when the mosh pit, people fall down, you see another person pick them right back up and push them back out, bro. Like, keep partying, keep living life, keep doing you,
you're
like,
supposed to be like
look out
helping
for
each other
everybody.
out,
Yeah.
because people are getting real messed up.
That's the
and,
thing,
like,
too. That it is known
or
to be
overheating.
fucking drugged out and not knowing what's going on. And you look out for your people.
And so we would be in Philly and just like see people that were like a girl would be completely fucked up, not like be with no friends, like completely alone. Either her group had
It's just
went-
scary to do on your own, though,
and then like
honestly.
Philly especially, like
Yeah.
we literally when we left the first night, it was so
As a
fucking
female.
freaky because we're a group, but even still, like as we're leaving, like people can tell we're fucking off some shit, and like there'll be like a couple of sketchy ass guys like following us to see how fucked up we were and like looking to see if we drop shit. Like we were looking at them and we noticed that these are literally guys that like wait for you to drop your phone or wait for you to just like seem lost, and then they'll just take advantage of it or like rob you or whatever. And there was literally like a guy at the door with like a shopping cart full of nitrous, like literally like
That's
big ass
crazy.
canisters,
Damn.
just
crazy.
setting up like, hey, you guys want a fucking balloon? Like, but anyway, so he was making these bracelets with his girlfriend to like have for us when we go. And so he had made like a couple for me and then a bunch for him, and then she made some for fun. She wasn't gonna go, but after he passed, his girlfriend gave me this one, the one that he made for me, which says pork and beans, which is such a cool thing. But then, so I wear this all the time, and so my girlfriend had the idea to get me this really cool bracelet. And the reason I bring it up, I wouldn't just randomly be like, oh, my girlfriend got me this sweet gift, but like it is a really cool idea behind it. And I was trying to explain it to Marquise, and Matt was kind of overhearing it, but I wanted to try and save it for the podcast so I wasn't just kind of only saying it to the camera, I guess. But pretty much it's really cool, and I've never seen this before, but it's like if you just look at it without looking close, it literally just looks like a black nice like rope thing with like a little glass looking ball. But if you literally like squint up to it, like put your fucking eyeball up to it and like looking at like you're looking in binoculars or like a kaleidoscope, it's like this like big picture of me and Cole on like this backpacking trip we went on.
Yeah.
And it's actually like one of my favorite
fucking
pictures.
sweet.
I didn't even pick the picture she used. She
Yeah.
just like kind of knew to use that one. If she would have asked me, I told her it would have been my Instagram profile picture of like, there's this really cool picture of me and him talking at our second campsite, and we're just like kind of sitting, and you can't see either of our faces, but you can tell like it's us, and we're just talking. He's sitting on a stump, and I'm just sitting on the floor. It just looks cool. But if she would have asked me like, oh, like what's your favorite picture, I would have sent that. But I'm glad I didn't, and that she didn't ask me, because this one you can see our faces. Like it seems nicer for this gift.
Yeah.
But I felt this. One of the other reasons I bring it up, once again, because I'm not just trying to be like, oh, it's so cute. Like, I felt so bad when she gave it to me at first, because what happened was she couldn't wait for my birthday, and I knew I was going to get one of my gifts early, and which is cool. So I try to like tell people like, oh, you can wait, but I understand. Like sometimes I get like
some
that
people are too anxious to wait, bro.
Yeah, you get excited because
Yeah.
if you get something like as cool as this, or like get a really nice gift that you're proud of, like you want to
show it off. Yeah,
you just want to
yeah.
see them have it. So we were out at dinner, and it was like I think it was like Firebirds, and it's like steakhouse lighting in there. It's like kind of dark, and she had told me to close my eyes and stick my hand out, and so I stick my hand out, and I feel her like putting this bracelet around me, and I was like, oh wow, what's this gonna be? And then when I open my eyes and I pull my hand back, and I'm looking at it, and like it looks cool. I like the look of it, but the way she was like, she had talked to me about it a little before, and just the way she's seen, like I could tell like, well, she also told me like look inside of the. Maybe we'll put a picture of it up or something. But she's like, look up close at it. And so I knew it was like something more than what it appeared.
Yeah.
And so when I go and try and look at it, I'm looking, and like it kind of, you have to look at it right. Like she had said, like literally like squint up to it. And I was like, fuck, like I'm nearsighted. Like if it requires me to like squint up to it and look at it like that, I don't think I'm going to be able to see it. It'll be like blurry and shit. And like I didn't realize how exactly you had to look at it, and so I'm looking at it, and like I'm not seeing anything, and I'm like turning it on like backwards and looking at it that way. And when you look at the back of this, you can tell there's like you can kind of like see that the picture is in there. Like you can see the picture that way, but not how you're supposed to see it.
Yeah.
And so I looked at it, and I was like, okay, so there's a picture here, and I thought I knew what picture it was, but I didn't want to like give my genuine reaction. And then she like asked me what I think about it, and then I say the wrong thing. Like it's like I thought it was the picture that it is, but I didn't want to be like, oh, it's like give the reaction to that. Be like, I love this picture of me and Cole, and then she's like, that's a picture of me and you.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So I wanted to make sure.
I guess you could have gone about it, be like, is this a picture? Question.
Yeah, and I just felt, I don't know, I felt bad. I wanted to give my real reaction, but I also wanted to make sure like I knew what it was. And so I kept trying to look at it, and I didn't know how it worked. And then because of the lighting, and also because I wasn't looking at it right,
yeah,
I couldn't see it. And so literally like I felt so bad, because she was like looking at it, and she's like, I swear, literally earlier today I looked at it, and it was like, it's this like really cool thing, like I want you to see it. And I was like, shit, like we got to figure this out.
So you couldn't give her a reaction at that moment?
I tried my best, and like I was super happy about it, and what I thought it was, which is what it is, I loved. I was hung up on the fact that I wanted to for sure know what I was looking at before I went and gave the reaction. But then like it turned out like we ended up figuring it out together in the car later, and it was just really cool, because you can actually, like, you have to literally squint up to it, and I don't know how I can see it, because I am nearsighted.
Yeah.
But you can literally, like, see the whole fucking picture and everything. It was just a really cool gift. So
I would like to, shout him out. Shout out Cole. It was his birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, buddy. Miss and love you always. And
happy birthday, Cole.
Happy birthday.
See you then, bud.
It was going into this month. It was just wild, because I was like, we literally always celebrated our birthdays together, because it was literally like, it feels like it's back to back. Like, might as well be the same fucking day.
Yeah.
Sometimes there were a couple times we didn't, like, we hung out, like we would meet up on his birthday, and then we wouldn't leave until like my birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
Like spend the weekend together or some shit like that. And so I remember this one time, and I mentioned this on my Instagram the other day, but like we were hanging out, and we were like, we had gone to this like car meet, we had went on this hike, we had done this, we had done that, smoked, whatever. And I remember like halfway through the day, I forget, I think he was trying to like crack his back on like one of those fucking power generator things.
Yeah.
And he just fucked his back up like so bad.
Bro. You gotta be careful doing that shit. I do that shit.
He had scoliosis.
Yeah.
So like scoliosis.
Scoliosis.
So literally I knew his back was fucked up and he had said he hurt it, but like I figured like, oh, it can't be that bad. Like we're out like doing stuff, walking around, all this, like how bad could it be? And he didn't really like make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
But then come to find out, like the next day, he told me he went to the hospital and got like an X-ray and everything to like try and figure out what was wrong with it. And he had like slipped a fucking disc in his spine.
Bro, trying to crack his back?
Yeah, which is like an insane injury
that's
to have.
wild,
And he just acted like it was nothing.
Dude, I've had a moment where like I was sleeping on the couch, I remember, for like a couple of days or so. And I don't know what it is with me, but sometimes like sleeping on the couch, man, just comfy, or the floor, it just feels good on my back. But the couch I was sleeping on was shit. And I remember I woke up and I shit you not, dude, I could not move. I literally, because of the pain in my back, I could not get up or anything for I had to wait like a couple of days, bro. Like
Jesus
it was
Christ.
so bad getting up and going to the bathroom and shit. It was just, I think I slept
Did you ever
wrong.
figure out what happened?
Tried to like do like, cause I crack my back all the time too, and I think I probably just cracked it wrong or did it wrong, you know.
Luckily, I've literally never had like issues with my back, and I don't know how because it's not like I have like good posture or anything.
Yeah,
like,
neither do I.
But Cole's back was always fucked up, and I've heard plenty of people talk about like back pain and shit. I've just never really had to deal with much of it.
Yeah.
But not being able to move is insane.
Yeah.
It was just such a sharp pain, dude. Like I didn't want to move.
Like you were literally stuck in bed.
Literally, yeah. So yeah, I was not able to move, man. Like it was just such a sharp pain, and I mean, like obviously I had to use the bathroom and everything, and I figured my way to get out of my spot, you know. But I didn't want to.
When you had to like get up, did you have to like literally?
Yeah, it was like I had to
stay,
stiff
like,
myself.
Still and straight and everything.
It was
like,
almost like a rollover, stay stiff, and
oh my god,
you know, like
it's insane.
You know?
Your whole body was erect.
yeah.
Correct.
I was so happy, bro.
Fucking so as I'm watching the time here, I've got about 20, 30-ish left here, so I'd be remiss if I didn't hit y'all with a little news segment here.
Okay.
Fucking
Are we moving
Rather
into
do a
the
30-minute
album
talk of
section
this?
of the album?
No, not 30 minutes. No, not at all. Not at all.
Public service announcement.
Hold on a
wink, wink.
minute.
I'm quick with my segments typically, I feel like. Fucking, all right, so the Death of Slim Shady album, right, Coup de Gras, is going to have some pretty crazy features on it. Evidently, those got leaked, right? This is on Hip Hop GX. If any of our, viewers would like to go read the same article I'm reading off of right now. Essentially, just to read off the names, right, we've got J. Cole, J.I.D., Billie Eilish, Black Thought, Tech Nine, Ez Mills. If you don't know Ez Mill, he's
Shady Records signed.
yeah, he's maybe the newest signee to Shady Records, so I'm
Believe he
glad to
is.
see him getting some love. Royce to 5'9", fucking Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Skylar Grey.
Skylar Grey.
Skylar Grey's got to be on there.
Skylar Grey and JID apparently are on the same song. Supposedly, Billie Eilish is on the Death of Slim Shady song. And Cypher Intermission is the song that includes J. Cole, Black Thought, Tech Nine, Els Mills,
Now,
and
didn't Eminem-
Royce to 5'9".
Jesus Christ.
Didn't Eminem make a remark about Billy or something?
Wait. Hold on.
She said in an interview that he scares her, and so he just said in a song, "I'm scaring Billie Eilish," and that was it. So they just kind of got together and made a track, I guess.
She's like, "You're right. Let's make a song."
She conquered her phobias.
Wait. What's the song with J. Cole and JID and who?
Okay, so JID isn't on this one, so it's gonna be called Cypher Intermission. It's kind of a posse cut. It's gonna
Okay,
be in
here's
the
my
middle.
first issue though.
Yeah.
That's not on here.
So someone releasing some fake stuff,
No, so here's the thing, like
or is it a hidden?
there
thing
it's
coming out?
confirmed 50 Cent. It's roughly confirmed 50 Cent's on the album. Skylar
on
Grey's
Onslaught.
always on his
Oh, yeah,
shit.
Skylar Grey's
Dr.
always-
Dre's always on his shit. J. Cole's been a rumor for a long time.
JID and Skylar Grey supposed to
Billie Eilish has as well. So it's not that I think this whole thing is incorrect, and it sounds like this is a reputable source.
Hip Hop GX is pretty good.
But up until now, I was like, oh yeah, this must be correct because these are just hidden features. Like, because on Apple Music you can see the whole track list and everything. So you can see like the titles of every song, but
Can I see the track list actually?
yeah.
Can I do a little side by side here? We'll do fucking. So let me see. They talk about a song called Onslaught in this article. An
Which I don't
onslaught.
think is on there either.
I'm not seeing Onslaught on here either.
Now here's one thing that would really suck, and I doubt he would do this because this would be fucking evil.
Hold on,
but there's
let me-
2 songs that you can only listen to if you pre-ordered it.
Oh,
And if there's only 2 songs that are missing,
it's probably those.
that would be fucked up. For him to be like, oh yeah, if you it's not like he said like, oh yeah, the song with this guy and this guy, like these features, you really want to hear it. No, it's like mystery songs that you don't get to hear unless you pre-order it, which I'm sure he'll release at a later time. But for the time being, it's being promoted as though, and we're late, by the way. I'm sorry, audience, but I was literally going to pre-order this album. I mean, I personally want to hear these. I'm actually shocked with myself that I didn't do this, but I meant specifically to pre-order the album in time so that we could be able to listen to one of the secret songs and talk about it on here. But I was late because I'm an idiot.
The fact that I'm not featured on the song Antichrist is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty. I mean,
Get it together, Paul Rosenberg.
Yeah,
Come
what
on,
the fuck?
fucking Mr. Rosenberg.
Paul, you're on your own.
Fucking so interesting, yeah.
So, because I was a little skeptical, because I'm always skeptical about like when people leak Eminem stuff, because he actually recently told in an interview a story about how careful he is about leaks, talking about like when I have an unreleased album that Paul needs to hear or a producer needs to get, I'll literally ship it to their house, but in the box that I ship it in will be like a fucking Xbox, and the flash drive's like in the disc ejector thing. Or like one specific time he said was that he shipped a basketball to Paul's house, and like underneath the basketball and like the packing peanuts and everything is like a flash drive with, I think he said like Recovery or Marshall Mathers LP2. But he's just super careful because leaks are like happen so often.
Fuck yeah.
Well, and Paul's a genius. So honestly, he could have just fed false information to enough people to where it hit Hip Hop GX. Because it does say here that it should be taken like somewhat speculatively as the album is not out yet. But
When
all
was
of this
that
is
article?
pretty. Let me see, the 7th. So a few days ago.
Okay, yeah.
4 days
So
ago.
yeah, that's interesting. So now, and it always could, maybe like they have this song, maybe those features are on the album, but the song titles are different, or
Maybe what I'm thinking, because like if I had to guess, Guilty Conscience 2 is gonna have Dre on it, right? But that might be
Yeah.
the Dre and 50 song instead of Onslaught.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure, I don't think 50 is even just a rumor. I think Dre literally said 50's on it. And I know it's been a thing, and who knows, you're probably right. Paul probably does feed shit like this.
He's a smart guy,
Because
man.
I don't know, like why else would for a while now, J. Cole has been like a rumored feature, and that's like really random for people to just be like putting out there. So
Yeah.
I mean,
And J.I.D.
I'd kind of be surprised though. I didn't necessarily believe it when I heard like J. Cole would be on the album.
I hope the article's wrong on the front of like Cole being included in a Posse Cut record. Yeah, it'd be cool to hear Tech Nine and J. Cole on the same song, right? Like,
Yeah.
that would make my little rap nerd brain happy. But I would rather, in the way Kendrick and Eminem have that song Love Game, I'd
Yeah.
rather get a whole charisma-filled track
Yeah.
with just Cole and Eminem.
This is just like what we were talking about the other day, where, yeah, technically Eminem and Sada Baby have done a song together, but they also
Song
had
album.
like 12 other people on the song.
Exactly.
So did they really even do a song together? Not really. And so I agree with you there. It would be a little sad to be like, and I don't know if this is exactly right, but like, oh, we get Eminem, J. Cole, J.I.D., and fucking whoever else on one song, and then it's like 4 other people in it too. So
I mean, that would be a super mega track, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about it would be. I mean, I've never
if
listened.
it was
to
on
Esmo.
Forever Vibes, maybe I could get down with it, but I don't want it to be like,
From a lyricism standpoint, hearing Cole, Black Thought, Tech Nine, Eminem, and Royce da 5'9" on the same record is just a
gonna go
lot to
insane.
digest.
yeah. As it wasn't Black Thought on Music to Be Murdered By?
I think so, actually. Yeah, so was Anderson Paak
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a couple other guys. I think Busta was
Yeah,
on
he's
there.
been getting crazier with his features, you can tell. Like,
That was the time.
Which makes me happy because for so long it's just I mean, I'm a big enough Eminem fan to be. If he released this album with no features, I'd still be super happy. Yeah, but
I want to see Kanye on this album.
Kanye.
it's just fun to be like, oh, Baby Tron, oh, Billie Eilish. Like, I'm a little. I was really hoping that would be like completely legit, which it still could be.
Yeah.
And I really more so hope that we're wrong, that the like pre-order tracks are the ones that's talking about. That would be awful.
Eminem's crazy, dude. It's just I had a whole thing there lined up, and I just completely forgot it.
So try and think about it. I have one more thing to say, and another thing is I'm really excited because Eminem recently just tweeted out that the album is a conceptual album that's meant to be played from track 1 to track 19, which is really cool because I already listened to albums like that, but when you know that he made it like with that in mind, it's going to be great because it's probably meant to really be a solid project that comes together like as one great package.
We got 3 songs that aren't on here now.
Okay.
Because there's another song called Threequel that Royce is supposed to be on, and he's not.
Well, because the mystery features is definitely a thing that I can see Eminem do, and it's also a bigger thing in the music industry today anyway. So
what about
there's definitely features on here.
You got the intro song, and then
if I can make a bit of a prediction here on who's going to be what track, looking at the actual track list here.
You should okay. Really quick.
Yeah.
Do you have? We should get all of the features like thought up or written down or whatever, so we can like kind of play this game that you're about to play, where it's like, or you just go. I'll do a quick version with just the ones I can think of.
I think if we eliminate the posse cut record, right, and break up every individual artist, I would Brand New Dance. Okay, we'll just go in order. Renaissance is probably going to be just Eminem. Habits just M. Trouble may have Billy. Brand New Dance is probably just Eminem. Evil may also be a different one that could have Billy on it or Royce. Then we have.
I hope Brand New Dance is a sequel to Square Dance.
Oh, it probably is. It probably is.
To make things quicker and not have us all do it one at a time, I will say my prediction for the Billie Eilish song is Antichrist.
I'm kind of leaning into it. So her, I either see Trouble, Evil, Lucifer, or Antichrist, just because all of those kind of feel in wave on her end. I could see her on Evil. I think I'm gonna go with Evil. I could see her on that. Trouble, I could see Black Thought. Lucifer or Antichrist, I'm gonna go Tech 9.
Ooh. Here's a prediction. Lucifer is the J. Cole song, and it's going to be some, like, fuck the police type song.
Oh, that'd be fire.
Like, the police is the devil type shit.
I could see J. Cole maybe being on the song Road Rage.
I
could see Royce on there.
Or JID.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I hope JID is on this song.
I
can't believe it comes out. This is a tonight thing.
Yeah. I know, literally.
I'm so fucking hyped.
Like, I'm going to get off work tonight, sit at the bar, wait for this to come out, pop in an AirPod, and just listen to the album.
I absolutely fuck myself, and this is the shitty thing about relationships. You start agreeing to things like, we'll listen to the album together, baby. Like, and then, like, I know I'm not going to be
I got to listen to a song at least.
I'm either going to type shit. Like, and
I'll have a review for it next week.
We did that with the whole... we're going to go. I'm sorry, guys.
I can start doing album reviews every week.
Yeah, we're going to. I mean, with the Eminem album, we're definitely going to be coming with next week's episode. Well, shit, we need to get in that too.
Megan Thee Stallion, new album.
We don't have much time. I'm sorry about this episode. It's a little hectic. Marquise, the magical producer, will really mesh it together nicely.
Today, though. It was nice, even with all the little fuck ups.
I went off on a dog and my dad. We've gotten
the fucking
audio cuts.
Yeah.
There's thoughts that I want to say, but we don't have time for. There's like deep things that I want to go and trek through, but I want to rush through. Anyway, I want to say something about what you were mentioning.
The Demon Baby.
So the Demon Baby was like the album announcement. That's
that
when
said me.
That's like when he officially announced the album, and well, not announced, but like that was the album trailer. Okay. So
that's him being born again. Or?
Well, I have something to say, a couple things to say about that specific video, but it is funny. I noticed this. He is always talking about himself as a devil baby. He does it in Yellow Brick Road, I think. I think he does it in like Bad Thoughts or Evil Thoughts. I'm talking about a song on Encore.
He flipped his soul.
Yeah, he always
Listen
talks
to My
about
Darling. He flipped his soul.
Oh yeah. That whole album's fucked. If you take anything on that album seriously, you're fucked. But
My Darling is interesting.
Relapse is starting to get a little more love and respect that I think it deserves. Eminem hates that album, but I personally, there's some really good songs on there. Same song and dance, Stay Wide Awake.
Why did he come
which
out with it?
ties in really quick so we can get it. Because I wanted to say something about that video you're talking about. In that video, that devil baby being born and everything, you know how it's like starts with the stormy night and it's like showing the hospital. Okay. That hospital is a specific hospital that was invented by Eminem with the promotion for Relapse.
Okay.
And that hospital is called Popsum Hills. Popsum Hills, which means popping pills.
Right. Oh, okay.
And so he made that hospital up, and I think he like shot a video there, and the video he shot was shot at like a real like abandoned hospital or in Detroit or Michigan or something. And the really cool thing is like Eminem actually has history doing really cool promo, like with the place
Rosenberg.
So the sign that has Popsum Hills or whatever in that video you're talking about in this album, it's referencing that hospital because of the fact that when Relapse was coming out, he made a whole fake website about a rehab called Popsum Hills. And the website for it had all kinds of crazy like shit written throughout it, and it was made to look like it was for a real rehab. It had numbers to real rehabs.
That's crazy.
And like all kinds of shit like this. When Revival came out, he made a website similar to that, except the website was made to look like a new pharmaceutical that was coming out. Okay. So Revival was supposed to be a medication. And when you went on that album, that website, there was all these little hints about the album and shit.
I've always thought about that. Like, even, like, if I ever made an album or something, I would, like, do some secretive or, like, some shit like that in a sense of, like, even naming the songs not, like, in an order to where it creates a message or something like that, you know? Or
the promotion and, like, lead up to musical projects, when they get creative with it, I think it's really cool.
Even the music videos.
We can do that with our fucking clothing. Like that's what I plan to do with like future collections. I really would love to get really creative with how we start like hinting at a new release or promoting it. I want to get like really cryptic and like dropping hints like that, making fake websites. I've always had this like, this doesn't play too much into that, but like I've always had that idea of like one collection. I promise you guys, one day we will release a collection and there will be a fucking live timer that gets put out that goes down to the release of the collection or like the release of the like video announcing the collection, and it'll just be a cryptic live stream, like 24-hour live stream of a like spotlight that has the logo on it being shot up onto like a Columbus building or something like that,
or even like a commercial style one where like it's not like, you know how like people can hack, or like back in the day that was like a thing where people would hack and then a sudden thing would come up and be scary or something like that. Have you guys ever seen something like that? Like we had that style, but like got in contact with
start hacking people.
Not really hacking, but got in contact with like a commercial business or a studio place or something where we could do that.
Literally pay to have a fucking commercial get brought up that like.
Well, make it staticky in the beginning to make it where it looks like it's been hacked, and then it be like a Scheuneman fucking premiere.
Yeah,
and then it goes away fast. Or
we could just make like a Scheuneman commercial that makes it look like your fucking TV is being hacked or broken, like Andy Kaufman.
Yeah,
I'm with that.
Dude,
some fucking Banksy shit, bro. It'd be sweet, bro. Just like
there's a
I've always
scene,
been a big fan of
show that kind of does that, where it's like it's a TV, and then the camera kind of pans out, and then fucking you see bro in normal lighting, but on the TV he's black and white because of the time period.
Yeah.
Oh, what
and
the
he's
fuck?
talking about moving into the vaults and shit. It's really fucking cool. Some of the shots and the way they do certain things in the Fallout show is actually amazing.
Dude, I love it.
Do you know about the Andy Kaufman thing? He's a fucking
I think
nutty
Andy Kaufman.
I have
comedian,
something
if
to
you want to
talk
call him. Like, it was insane. It's a whole thing to get into, and it would take a whole episode to explain all of it. But there's a he was given a like 1 hour TV special or something, and it was part of a contract that he signed to do something else. He was like, if I do this show, you have to allow me to have this, this, and that. And one of the agreements was he would have his own TV special. And there's a like 15 or 10-second part of the TV special where he like demanded that the camera was like fucked up in a way that makes it look like your TV's like
Staticky or
fucked up and staticky. And when he brought it to like the executives at the like TV company or whatever, the channel, they were like, what the fuck? We're not going to do this. Like, we can't put this out. People are going to think the TV's broken. He's like, I know, it's funny.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm super fucking hyped for this album. I think it's going to be sick. I'm super
It's gonna be great.
happy that it's coming out on my fucking birthday. But
Big ol'.
yeah, we'll have to get in the Scheuneman Show group chat and see if like we predicted anything right or let each other know.
Sure. Yeah, we have
if
the
the right features were on there.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
bro, I can't wait to see the feature list now.
All right, so damn, I swear to God,
What if there's no features?
Bro, yeah.
I'm not kidding. That's
Very
a
funny.
totally possible.
I know.
Like,
He's just
I
like,
guess-
got
I
you
guess-
guys.
But it's been confirmed Dre is on it.
Well,
but that could
and
just be production.
Yeah, I was
already
about to say,
has
Dre's
the,
always.
the song with Baby Tron and Big Sean. So I guess there are features. I guess I can't say. What if
Well, no other features could be a thing.
that'd be insane. What a crazy move.
Well, actually, I guess it has been a while since. No, because yeah, his last few albums have been heavy with features. It's actually crazy. By the way, speaking of Eminem features, I'm sorry, I love Eminem, but sometimes he'll get a feature and I'll be super hype about the feature, but then it's like, bro, what? Like, I'm so okay. The Don
Like
Toliver
Taylor
feature
Swift?
that he has, that song could have been so much better.
Yeah.
Like the Don Toliver's part in it, it almost feels like, and I don't want to say this because it probably wasn't even like this, but it almost feels like Eminem wanted him to do a really Eminem specific thing and didn't really let Don Toliver just do his
Don
thing
Toliver.
on an Eminem song.
Yeah.
And so it just, I remember being so disappointed about that. Like,
Damn.
because Don Toliver, at the time that
new
released, I
album?
was a huge fan of Don Toliver. I still am, but like that was like my Don Toliver phase, and I was like, no fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just like, oh, this is like, it's kind of like Don Toliver trying to, can't even really remember. I've only listened to it a couple of times because of that, but if my memory serves me correctly, it almost feels like it was just Don Toliver kind of trying to rap sing for a few seconds. Or no, I think it's actually just like a shitty hook that he does. No offense. I'm all scatterbrained because I know we're low in time, and I want to try this. And I'm kind of pissed because
I'm kind of pissed too.
I'm going to get cups, but I still have those snacks that I brought up on last week's episode, but I couldn't find them in time this morning, and I looked for them yesterday too, and they're somewhere in my room, but I've just been moving a fuck ton of shit around, so I don't know exactly where they are. So now, at the moment, we only have this. And you know the crazy thing about this? I thought this was like super rare, and I think
No, they sell them at the gas station by the house.
right by the house, but I've seen them. They still kind of are rare because I've seen them only there.
I've never seen that shit in my life.
Yeah, I've
Skittles
only
drink.
You really? Yeah.
like
They have like a sour apple one. They
Yeah.
have
I'm a slut for anything sour apple
but there's a
and blue rays.
like it's at the gas station by our house, but it's literally the only place I've ever seen it. And I
Well,
know
that's like the
and
same with the Warheads drink. I thought those would be rare.
Thing?
You never seen the what?
the
I
you're
live
talking
under a
about the
rock.
energy drink?
No, the
no, the can. Yeah,
barely
but
leave
I've
the
seen those
studio.
at Kroger, Matt.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They're actually
leave the
not
house.
rare at all. But here, I'll get a cup. And MGK is
Not
like
even a joke.
best buds with Diddy at one point.
just-
Like
No,
that's
but that's the crazy thing is because I was listening to Kill Shot the other day, and he literally raps about how Eminem called Diddy on him. There's a verse where MGK is like, "Oh yeah, I was trying to get on Shea Records. he talks about somebody and then talks about how Eminem called Diddy on him.
Oh yeah, because MGK was signed to Bad Boy for like Laced Up and shit. I forgot all
and
about
Killshot, Eminem talks about Diddy.
Or
calling,
not Kill Shot, the one that Eminem diss tracked to, or the one.
You mean
MGK
Rap Devil?
Diss track to Eminem. Yeah, rap.
Yeah,
what's
Rap,
that?
it was Rap Devil and
Rap
then
Devil,
from
yeah.
MGK, and then Eminem released Kill Shot.
Yeah, so on Rap Devil, there's a part where MGK raps a verse about that.
Because
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
are you talking about how like MGK was like saying he told?
I'll look
Was
up.
I know how he said something about how Eminem told someone to get him off of his radio, but I don't think that would have been
Yeah,
Diddy.
Shay 45.
Yeah,
but that
so
wouldn't have been Diddy.
Eminem told Sway, or sort of Sway in the morning, his employee, that they're not playing MGK.
Which, by
on
the way, I
J45.
don't think that's even that much of like a crazy thing for him to do. Like if I have
It's a Sirius XM radio channel,
if
bro.
it's my
Fucking
radio
almost no one
channel
has
and I
Sirius.
don't fuck with you, why would I play you?
Most people under the age of statistically of like mid 30s or like 40 don't have Sirius XM.
Yeah.
So it's really kind
I
of.
mean, who even? I know there probably are people, but who listens to the radio still? It's like
me, I like the radio every day. I just like to hear what gets propped up on what station, just to stay current.
yeah,
It's
but
helpful. I do a bunch of weird little shit.
You can kind of accomplish that through listening to like literally streaming
Oh, here it
stations
is.
or playlists or whatever.
I mean,
And
you
then-
can, but then it's like a song can be trending on Spotify but not be on the radio. The song that's on the radio is making infinitely more money.
It says, let's leave all the beef into 50. M, you're pushing 50. Why are you claiming that I'm a call Puff when you're the one that called Diddy? Then when you went and called Jimmy, the conference called me in the morning. They told me you mad about a tweet. You wanted me to say sorry.
Yeah, Jimmy Iovine. Oh, shout out Jimmy Iovine.
who's
Bro.
the
I want to
guy-
meet him so bad. That's my
Who's
guy.
the guy that I'm thinking of that's like actually fucking terrifying looking, and he's always having these parties? Hold on, because it's not Jimmy Iovine, but
No, Jimmy's pretty old now. I don't think he's throwing parties anymore.
this guy, fucking Michael Rubin.
Oh, really?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I know.
Look
I know
at
Rick Rubin.
every picture that Michael Rubin is in. He's the guy that threw the party with Little Baby, where Little Baby's getting like hugged, and they're like, "Oh damn, looks kind of crazy here," like on the boat. It's this guy. There's so many pictures of him where he looks like a literal fucking like alien.
What's his relationship to Rick Rubin?
I have no idea.
Having the
dude.
same last name and being that high up in music, I'd imagine he's related to Rick. And Rick's
Dude,
really,
he's
Rick is a really
pictured
good
with like
guy.
so many famous people. I don't know, bro, but like he looks. Tell me he doesn't look fucking evil,
He's a normal guy. I feel.
bro.
If you
I'll
have,
show you
blue
some
eyes or
pictures
something,
that'll
it'd be a
blow
little-
your fucking mind. He looks evil as shit.
The Rubins are, as one could put it, tapped the fuck in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this guy's tapped the fuck in too. That's why it's probably not. This can't be in the fucking
Yeah.
podcast. But this guy, like, it's like when people see pictures of God damn it, podcast brain is a bitch. Facebook.
Yeah.
Who? What's his name? Not Jesse Eisenberg, but
You're talking about the founder of Facebook?
God damn it, yes.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. Why am I not like that's a top like I know that name, and for some reason we put the podcast on and I just can't think of shit. You know how people say Mark Zuckerberg looks like not a human?
I think it's the
Like
money.
He looks a robot. Yeah, no, I think it's. I don't think he's ever really been a human. I
You just
think
get all that money, you start to like get yourself looking right. You just
Stop
put it
going
all into your
outside.
teeth, put it on your face. You start looking young at an old
not only
age.
that, but they say like he doesn't have human emotions and he doesn't like.
You think you'll have that
he's
much
like an
emotions with
alien.
all that money?
Well,
A weird guy. dude.
the crazy thing about Zuckerberg is I don't think he ever really was that normal because even before he was super rich, he was nerded the fuck out trying to get rich by making some crazy social platform for college.
Well,
Like, I don't think he was ever really super cool. Nobody believes in lizard people.
yeah, lizard people. Are you a lizard?
God,
lizard
this
person.
episode is fucking off the rails. But
Fucking
no, usually I don't even say that anything should be like cut out. But I'm not gonna lie, it does make me feel weird to talk about how
Certain things.
non-human like this guy looks
We can
because
talk
of the
about the
fact that
naughties.
he's so like tied the fuck in. Well, think about it. When we get rich and famous, when
Yeah.
we're gonna bump into this guy, and then somebody's gonna mention him like, "Oh yeah, they were calling you like a fucking robot alien dude that looked like he eats babies." Like,
Well, maybe he'll take that as a joke, come on the podcast, and have fun with it.
I'm an alien, really.
To try and prove that he doesn't eat babies, and we'll bring in a baby and see if he gets his mouth starts watering or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Matt's not ready.
well, no,
I mean, we're in the podcast world, so we're gonna be in contact with lots of different people.
Well,
We're in the
okay,
fucking
so
fashion world.
I
In
need.
the fashion world too.
I
Yeah.
need.
I'm
we're fine.
sorry, guys. I don't know what the final cut of this episode's even going to look like. But to make it all okay, I do want to say that you still can go to the ScheunemanBrand.com and buy like beautiful,
Sure can.
amazing clothes
Sure,
at
sure
the best prices that you'll see anywhere. Like we're beating all prices and beating all quality and beating all ethics. Like, not only will you not find something that's going to be this affordable at this level of quality, but you're never going to find it with those two things and have it be ethically made by people who love doing
Like
what
you're
they're
buying
doing.
a fucking Lamborghini for the right price. Come
You
on.
get to wear on your body.
Yeah.
A wearable
Wearing a guinea.
a wearable Lamborghini. Check it out. ScheunemanBrand.com. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I do want to hype up the fact that next week we have a great guest coming on. Big guy for Columbus. And then the week after that, we have yet another really fun, great guest coming on. So stay tuned for that. I'm sorry for the craziness today. My birthday's tomorrow. Give me a break.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop.
Also, don't have to wear my cast anymore. Figured that out.
Hell yeah. Now you can play DayZ with me.
Yeah.
Love you. I'm done with my promotions. Follow the Instagram. All that stuff's in the
Yeah, all right.
description.
Follow MQ.
Next week, I will also have a very special announcement to bring to everybody. I'll hold that to myself for now, but I'm very excited
Supposed to keep
let
the
y'all
sex
know what's
tape
going
the
on.
low.
Oh, that's been out.
Oh.
I had
the
no
way,
say in that, but
Why,
next week
what
I'll
do
have a
we
big
what do we
announcement.
think about the Skittles drink?
I like it. I think it's
it's
pretty
great.
good. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of refreshing.
Voodoo's better. It's kind of refreshing.
Voodoo is better.
The
That
Voodoo
Voodoo
Mountain Dew is
pop,
better.
nothing will ever top that, dude.
I know.
Yeah, I'm
That
gonna
was
drink
just-
the one in your room, even though it probably tastes like ants.
Oh yeah.
Ants in
I'm
the
not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan.
It's almost dull. I could use a little more sugar, but
What and
yeah,
you guys
it's
know
good.
the details about? I mean, what happened to Sketch? Do you guys know?
Oh, so apparently some shit went down.
I know.
So I watched, bro.
gotta
Quick
end the
simple-
Cliffhanger. I'll see you guys
we gotta
next
end the
week. I
pod.
love you.
Yeah, we got it.
Stay
We got
tuned
it.
for the guests.
Gotta go. Love you.
Shout out
Love you.
Sketch.
Bye.
Wu-Tang forever. Shout out the Rubens.
Bye.